So guys, welcome to this call. I'm just quickly going to share my screen here, just explain to you who we are. Myself here, Inus, we've got Teresa here, and then also thank you here for recording there, Rian. He's our technical guy on another side, the brother from another family, so thank you. So guys, here, thank you very much. We are from a company called BitcoinTAF.com. The BitcoinTAF stands for Trend and Forecast, Bitcoin Trend and Forecast. We started way back here in 2016, the oldest subscription base in the entire world. What happened is, how we started is one day, it's actually a really funny story. I don't know if everybody knows this, but Wendy got into cryptos long before I even knew about it. And then we were sitting in bed one day and she was just laughing and smiling. And I turned to her and I said, yes, what is up with you? You're so happy the last few weeks. And she said, no, I'm just making a lot of money. And I said, how come? And she said, well, look at this thing that I bought, you know. I can't remember what she called it. She said, oh, look at this one here. It's called XVG. It went up 15,000%. I said, what? Because I was investing in gold at that time and I was so happy. Martin, if I made 5%, I was as happy, man. I tell you, I went, bought a coffee, couldn't get away from the coffee shop, talked to people. I was a happy guy around the block at work. 5%, that was good. But little did Wendy know that in 2015, I also invested in Bitcoin at that time. The first Bitcoin I bought was $235. Now, we could buy that at that time on the Australian Stock Exchange through a company that did Bitcoin mining. So that's how I bought it. But then Bitcoin at that point would make 10% and I would be happy, I would sell. Crazy, I should have kept it all. And anyway, so we were sitting in bed and I turned to Wendy and I couldn't believe that she made on XVG 15,000%. And that let me then, in 2015-16, I started looking into cryptos and then I was hooked. Because if you told me, man, there's a coin that's going to jump 40%, I was happy. And here is coins that can make thousands of percent. And guys, this is what we do here at BitcoinTAF.com. There's a product here called, and Inus is going to get into that. We're going to give you some really great free signals away. You can go and get this product here. There's a product on the top left here, which is my product. Most of you know my product, the long-term trade reports. And I'm going to show you today how scary accurate that really is. I'm going to show you the latest report. Then we're going to get you into this Fantasy 12 combo. You can go yourself, go and have a look. This is just a combo, guys, that you can buy. Guys, I'm going to show you something really scary. The long-term trade reports, if you buy a 12-month membership, that's $740. If you come and buy the combo here, the 12-month combo, you get small cap big gains, which is $600 for 12 months. But you get the small cap big gains and you get 12 months access to my data for $200. I mean, Inus was twisting my hand. I didn't want to do it, but guys, we wanted to bless you guys and say, yeah, no, yes, Inus, I can't believe that I agreed to this, you know, $200. Now, guys, if you are smart on this call here today, you can go, and even if you already have a 6-month membership for long-term trade reports, if you want another 1-year subscription, if you buy that combo, your current long-term trade report gets extended. Even if you already have a small cap big gains report, you will have another 12 months extended. Or you can come right down here and you can use a special code. We'll get into that. I think the special code is fantasy. Anyway.
Yeah, that's correct. I'll show them
so,
at the end.
Yeah, you can show that. What I want to do, I really want to get into this and show people what is Bitcoin doing. Let's quickly see you guys. Now, remember, you guys that have followed us, I said that Bitcoin is going to come here on the bottom here. It's going to do this. On Monday, we said that. Yesterday, we said, guys, look for maybe a down. We don't know. That could be the down. Now, remember, guys, I don't micromanage Bitcoin on the hour or 4 hours. I tell people in our memberships, I say, guys, that's the bottom. You get in there. And then it's going to go up to a certain point. And at a certain point, I'm going to tell my members to get out. So that's what I do. So you may want to get in on the bottom. And then all I'm saying here now, guys, there's going to be a vertical spike upwards here. Is it going to drop here? Is it going to go further? Now, remember, that's going to take a few days, weeks, 2, 3, 4 weeks maybe, before we're there above 45 and then into 50. What happens after that? If you want the data, you have to get the small cap big gains, the one that I showed you now. We can give you all that data. So that said, there are some coins that we are following today. We're going to give you 2 coins, and Inus is going to show you what we showed on Monday, what we showed yesterday. And guys, these coins are rocking, and they still are going to rock. Over to you, Inus. Thank you.
Thanks, excellent, Marius. Okay, so welcome everybody. Nice new day, exciting. Telling you, this is always the most exciting part for me of the day, having these kind of calls. And I still need to just get Marius with me on that I want to do this on a monthly basis going forward.
No, we want to do it. We want to help people. That's good.
Yeah, so this is very exciting for me, but we need to start off today because it's a very important announcement day for the Fed. That's going to announce the interest rate, the rate hikes, which we're expecting at 0.25%. And if we can remain in that ballpark figure, we do think that everything has been priced in the market, and then we can really get some momentum where Marius see that next spike to the upside. And I do see it on the technical basis as well. There's many bullish divergences and momentum that's creeping up to the upside. So let's get into the chart. So for those that listened yesterday, remember we're going to speak about BAT, Basic Ascension Token. They are 69th on CoinMarketCap, very well traded coin. So if people don't have the Brave browser as yet, I do think this is a recommended browser to use. You can import any other browsers, your Google history from Firefox, from Internet Explorer or Edge into this browser. So they make it as simple and understandable as that you need. They restrict all, as you can see here, creepy ads and trackers, and they only specifically show you ads within their space targeted to you. And you have the right to then click on it and you can earn BAT for free. That's the reward and incentive. So I've had it for more than a year. I think I've got about $30 or $40 of BAT. And if I'm going to still use the internet for the next 20, 30 years, or the browser, who knows where that free BAT is going to come from. So that's very beautiful. You can see the on-chain transactions, about 3.7 million, number of wallets. And the creators in BAT is also fantastic. The guy that I don't know if you know that, Marius, but the guy that created JavaScript in 1995, he's the CEO of BAT. So you can know this company isn't going to go anywhere. They're only innovating. And that was a call for yesterday. So we had it really on this candle. And if you were clever enough to follow the call from yesterday, you would have been up 12% already. So we had the nice breakout, the retest in the buy box. Now that we are up, we hit target 2 already since yesterday. So if we do come down, there's a re-entry box for you at about 76 cents. I do think the momentum for BAT is changing. It's looking good. It looks like one that's in the front runners. Bitcoin may still be around this level where we already see it moving up now in BAT, and the rest of the market should follow swiftly with other coins as well. And you can see on the Bollinger Band, the Bollinger Band also broke up. So it's riding at the top of that Bollinger. So if I can just take that off and zoom out a little bit, because that's quite fascinating. So we really, if you see that mid part in this parallel channel, it's on that support right there. And that's where we broke through, and we couldn't really close below. So I do not think this coin, the bottom is in. You can see there was a lot of resistance. On the 28th of September, it was made a low and retested that low, and now significantly we're going to the upside. So BAT looking good. If we can, it had quite a strong run. So if we can come anywhere 77 cents, you still have decent upside towards this T4, which is at $1.10. So I like BAT. It's a good trade setup. Anyone in the next few days, remember, when you get to T1, T2, T3, take your 20%, lock in your profits. When you get to a target, put in your stop loss, at least when you immediately in profits, so you know you're at a break even. but the coin does look good for more upside to come. So the next coin we're going to look at is the Graph. They're also 49th on CoinMarketCap. These guys play in the Web3 space in servers where they do decentralized data and on networking. So a lot of people building on the back end on their chain. So GRT also looking great. Had a nice parallel downwards channel, broke from a major resistance line in the past, but now it seems the trend is also changing. We had the break to the upside, so BAT can already be around this level where the Graph now broke through, and now it's already making the retest. So on a shorter time frame, if you look at the 6 hour, you can see it's already in the slightly overbought areas. So it would be good for us ideally to come back into the zone. I would like it to do a retest around 40 cents. And if we can come into the buy zone, would be perfect. If we come anywhere close, these are the levels where you want to start dollar cost average at least. Very similar. So if you start moving to the upside and we can do a close, you see that candle already wicked into the T1 target. So if we can do a close above that T1 or that level of, let's just call the high there of, call it 46 cents. So when you make a higher high, that's nice continuation into the coin as well, which will recommend more a better re-entry zone for continuation towards this level. That dotted line there, you can see it really comes back to a much larger overhead resistance, and you can get this coin at the same value that you had it back in January 2021. So more than a year ago, then you can have the coin at this, it's really the same price for all the development they've done in the past. So that stipulate those dotted line coming through there is a resistance. But if we jab through there, there's a T5, but majority of the profits, so I've got the risk to reward ratio right there. I would start taking around this region. Above that, I highly doubt that you're just going to have a quick, just a spike through and break through as well. So a good profit zone to take all your profits off the table would be that TP4. And yeah, GRT does look fantastic as a coin for the next few weeks at least. So small cap big gains, it's a 7-day to a 30-day to 60-day span. So we do track it, we play it in this range, hit a target, buy back in, hit, buy back, because it's not just going to go up in one. So it's not just going to go one straight line. So we want to play it in a range where we can, and it's more healthy. Get to a coin, break through some retest, re-entry level, hit it again, come down, and there we can just play this whole range. And if you get 80% profits or 87% profit, but you play in this game, that's what I saw. You need to become a specialist in this. Also looking at your indicators. What indicators do you feel comfortable using? Is it the stochastic, the RSI, the stochastic RSI? Is it like I prefer the Ichimoku? So as soon as this starts trending and the lagging span is out, that's a very good continuation for the price to continue to the upside. What does the cloud say on a higher time frame? You need to go and see how all these indicators make sense for you in your own trading style. So that's very important. You need to play around with them. You can also see, just as a quick trick, there's a indicator called Super Trend. It's a free indicator. So there instantly there's a buy tag that came up. So play around with some settings on those indicators as well. So you can see on the 12-hour, 50 cents would be a key resistance on this moving average. But when we look into the smaller time frame, we can see it's turning into support, but it's looking beautiful. So just a quick recap on the coins from the past. Axie Infinity is still flat, still into the buy box. So no change in the strategy at the moment. We should get a break anywhere around these levels. And I believe Marius and I will do a recap within the next few weeks also on all these coins. Smooth Love Potion is going to form the same trend very similar to Axie Infinity, as I do think those two are going to play head on head, how they're going to play catch up with each other. So it's still into the buy zone. XHV, Haven reached that T1, now finding momentum. All the moving averages are widely spread, so it shows momentum. The support will be there. So any retest for me in these regions would be good add-on zones. And again, very similar. You can see at that $3.65 is resistance, where people are taking some profits exactly at that T1 level. But as soon as we can start, and you want to add to positions, start close above that, that may be re-entry levels for move higher, because you still have 164% to go to T4. Or from these levels, it's 124%. So that's more than enough. And you never need to be greedy. Take into the middle of the box. Just as long as you make profit more than you're going to put into a bank, you will be much better off. And then Origin Protocol has really been the star performer for the week so far. It's already hit T3, so that's fantastic. It is due for a slight cool off, but you know what I've said in the past, when a coin is on good momentum, a good trajectory, it's not necessarily that it's going to come down, because the heat is there at the moment. People just want to get into the coin. But this level at 50, 54, 55 cents, maybe key resistance, maybe hit it a few times. You can see in the past, it's also been a strong support zone, and as once that broke, that was a key level. So if we can just break through that 54 cents zone, that's going to be turned into very strong support going forward. So that's a very, yeah, that's very good for the future of this coin. Yes, Teresa.
Can you give them a re-entry zone on Origin if they miss the buy zone at the bottom, like you do with your other charts in the reports?
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll share it. Let me do some nice work on this one, where a proper re-entry level would be, if I can just look at it, because that target of T2, 45 cents, anyway above this range would be a good level. But let me post it in the chat.
That's already found support there. Cool.
It's finding support, but I'll post a quick re-entry level in the chat where the people can join in the free chat where I'm posting these charts. People can discuss it. They can ask some questions regarding these webinars. So they're welcome to join there. Okay, so that was a quick recap. Thank you. And as Marius mentioned, in the products that you can buy is you've got the 6 months and the 12 months. If you don't take the combo package, there's a code that you can apply here. It's called Fantasy. So on the 6 month, it works. It applies a 10% discount, and exactly the same for the 12 months. Just the same code, Fantasy, and you will have that. So that will apply the discount for you. But if you want really that fantastic deal that we had to twist Marius's arm with, that $801 for the Fantasy 12, and then there is a Fantasy 6 as well. So it's $320 for 6 months with small cap big gains, and only $100 extra for the long-term trade reports for 6 months. So that's fantastic. And everyone that bought this week subscriptions, welcome to the club. We will see you later today on the Small Cap Big Gains webinar. And there we will be discussing a lot broader range of coins, everything that's in our report. We will be looking at Bitcoin. We'll look at Bitcoin dominance, where the dollar is tracking at the moment, USDT, maybe the overall indexes, and some news related events. And perhaps by that time, we would already have the interest rate announcement. So we will just monitor to see what happens by the time we've got the webinar. So that's everything from me. Thanks, everyone.
Inus, that's not everything. I want you to go back to Haven Protocol, please, man.
Oh, yes.
You know, somebody's just asking me on the side here. Now, if you look at Haven Protocol, okay, let's see that black line there where it had that vertical breakout. Now, I get excited when I see vertical breakouts. I love it.
Yeah.
I mention it in my report every time. I want to see vertical breakouts. Now, if people can just look at that and mentally take a visual snapshot of that. Now, would you mind just to go back to SLP? And then, guys, look where SLP is.
Just below.
Look where SLP is.
Just behind it.
Yeah. What comes next is a vertical breakout. This coin SLP is they're going to do a bit of an update shortly on their website with their servers all around the world, etc. Last time that they did it, would you believe the coin went up 400%? So this is something that you really need to look. As soon as that black line breaks, and Inus has warned you now, as soon as that black line breaks, it's going to go. Now, the other thing there, when you zoom
Look how
out,
quick it spikes. So quick.
yes, that was, how much percentage was that? 300%?
That's about 300% in a matter of under 10 days. So
now,
if
guys,
you're not,
think
if
about
you're
this
not
now.
positioned correctly, then you're going to miss it.
Exactly. Now, think about this now. Elliott wave. That's your leg 1 complete. That's your leg 2 almost complete. Leg 3 is almost the most powerful move. Yeah. If that one did 300%, this one can do 600%.
Yeah.
Exactly what Inus is showing there, guys. Okay. So, yeah, that's fantastic. Now, what I said in the beginning there, Inus, I said I'm just going to show people what the reports look like. Okay, guys, so when you log into your, let's say if you register your own BitcoinTAF account, you can register it here, guys, but what we ask, you must go to an affiliate. Go back to the person that sent you here. You can only get into BitcoinTAF if you come in with an affiliate link. You must be associated with somebody. Okay, so once you are logged in, what you're going to see is this, a beautiful back office that you have. Your logo is going to be on the top, and you're going to have all these buttons here on the left-hand side, your dashboard, which is beautiful. And in your dashboard, you can see a lot of things there. You can go and filter around there. You're going to see your online store where you buy the products, but more important, you're going to see your subscriptions here. I want to focus on subscriptions here. In my case, if I look at the small cap big gain subscription here, that's PDF and video reports. If I click on view now, recurring for those people who don't know, you click on view and you can see on the left here, you've got blogs, a private Telegram channel, you've got documents, events, and videos. Now, if I click on documents, for example, it's going to take me right there to the documents. And these are the documents that Inus and the team's preparing, and I've got some input in there, write a little section in there, and the coins are just really amazing there, guys. If I go back here, for example, let's say to, let's say this one here, 26 January, it's instantly for you and is ready to view. The report looks like this, and that's report number 75. And as you scroll through it, we'll just quickly scroll through that, and you'll see here that these are the coins, some of the coins that we look at. And guys, when you go back and you look at those, some of these results are just really stunning, where these were like the bottom entry points by year or by when it spikes upwards, which is yet to happen. But you can see it, like, for example, this one here, where we had Algo Rand, and we said ladder in at this point, and that was a great call. This, you know, guys, all these things came to the bottom, and this is what Inus is doing there. Apart from that, if you look at my long-term trade reports, I cannot show you everything because it's for people that pay for subscriptions, but I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So what you get is you get a report like this. It's going to show you on the bottom. Can you see that blue line here? That's an algorithm that we prepare that will tell us that, for example, here was number 2. There's number 2. There's number 3 and 4. There's number 3. There's number 4. There's number 5. And then what happens next, if it's going to drop or go up, if you get the data, it's going to tell you. Guys, it's like having a window. So when you use the long-term trade reports with the trades that Inus is giving you, there's no way on earth that you cannot make money. You must make money. You trade according to their rules. You know, you get in. If the market drops, you get out. Doesn't matter, guys. It's better to take a 5% loss than a 60% loss. Okay, and then as you scroll down, there's some videos that we give you here. Unfortunately, we just blocked it out. But more important, I want to show you this one here, for example. Now, let me just take a screenshot here. And this is why it's so important just to trade correctly with these kind of things. You can see here that point A is done. And remember, we predict these things way ahead of the time. Here at Small Cap Big Gains, long-term trade, we're the only people that can do it. Then the market went upwards here. It went up and down into point B. Then the market did that little crazy move there, which we all predicted. You're going to get all this data. And then we had that move here, and now we're standing right there. So you can see this move there, and then we are there. Could it be that the market just has one final little dip? Be aware of that, be prepared that it can happen. But after this, the market is going to take a rally upwards here into point E, and then it's going to go slightly a little bit further. So what I'm showing you here today is that we're going to break 40, 45, stop watching all these silly YouTube videos, which just makes you confused. Just get this data, guys. And when you trade with this data, with the information that Nico is going to give you, guys, you are going to be extremely successful. Okay, so those calls were really great, Inus. So thank you very much. If there's any questions there, Teresa, we can take those questions. I think we've got another few minutes here.
Yeah, let me just quickly, I see there's a few questions in the chat regarding the discount code or the coupon codes.
Yeah,
the coupon,
if you can address that quickly.
Yes, the coupon codes purely only work are not active on the combos, because you get on the combo 12 and the combo 6, you already get a fantastic deal by getting discount on the long-term trade reports. So
it's already worked in, yeah.
It's already priced in. So you pay for the full 12 or 6 months for small cap gains, plus then you get the discount on long-term trade reports. So those two will work together in a package to help you with your long-term trading and shorter-term trading. Then the other one is when you just go to buy now, let's just quickly go there. The discount or the coupon codes applies if you don't want the combos, you purely want to purchase the 6 months or the 12 months. With each of these, you can insert the combo coupon code. There we go. You see mine is just removed, so you can enter it in. Just gonna do that again.
So, and it's just show them that some people, you know, they don't have the funds. So there is a $75 option for 1 month. So if you want to give us a try and you don't want to just do a whole 6 months or 12 months, so there is a $75 and there is a 3-month $170. For those, you can't use the discount coupon code. The 10% discount only applies to the 6 month and the 12 months. And then there's the combos with the long-term trade reports, which is already priced in.
Correct.
Perfect.
Okay, guys, so let me just wrap it up here quickly. Thank you very much for everybody that has been on the call and has also been on the call on Monday and Tuesday. I hope you benefited richly. Our goal here is really for the little guy, guys. We want to help you. We give this free information out so that you can see what we provide. Over the long term, we really want you to get into BitcoinTAF. We are about to build a 1 million people community. As we grow larger and larger. Guys, there's 7 billion people on planet Earth. We're going to do it, and we've embarked on a mission. We're going to do it. Now, what will happen here with Bitcoin? Remember that Bitcoin could have a pullback lower. It could. Once Bitcoin spikes like what it did above that 41,000 and it stays there, then of course what's going to happen is that Bitcoin is going to turn around and have a massive spike upwards. When Bitcoin breaks that level there, crucial, we're away. Okay, but come back tomorrow, bring a friend or family member, send them the link, let them register. You want to bring them into BitcoinTAF. You want to tell them about the service. We are here to help you. And again, we thank you that you have been on the call. The video will be uploaded on the usual channels on bitcointaf.com. You can simply go here to blog posts. It's going to be uploaded there. There is day 1. There is day 2 under blog posts. Feel free to send that to friends and family. Share that. So thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Inus. And thank you, Rion, for recording that. Just have a fantastic day, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
There has never been a better or more critical time to become a member. Make the move now to small cap big gains. Your portfolio will thank you for it.